Good morning. Good morning. Um, I'm still I can't say this. I can't really say I'm still new to this whole broadcasting thing, but I find that don't I don't look at you, which means I don't look directly at the camera. I'm always watching the comments, and I'm looking at the screen down here. And then when I think I'm looking at you, I'm actually looking at the screen up here. So I'm going to try to do better with that. And with that, let me say good morning to Barb, and Jessie is here. Janice is here. There was a new name. Who is this? Good morning, all my ancestors. All my ancestors, good morning. Who else did we have? Somebody just popped in? Oh, no, just everybody saying good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Da, 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 da. All my ancestors. I like that. Oh, sorry. I like that. Um, so this week, a lot of my broadcasts are based on questions that I see pop up in other groups that, I feel if one person's looking for it, maybe there's others. So this week, that person was me. I wanted to make a word shape. And to do that, you need to use envelopes. Basically, not the envelope that you lick and seal and send off in the post office. An envelope in your software that dictates a shape that you put the word inside. You envelop the word within that shape. So that's what we're going to do today. I did not find exactly what I was looking for, but I did find a workaround, and I found two places to where I can get things done. Um, but we're going to start with the Wilcom software, and we're going to talk about envelopes. All right. Well, Roberta, where have you been? Where have you been? Roberta, you still have your own YouTube channel? Say hi. Um, so we're going to talk about envelopes. Let me bring up my monitor, my other screen. The dogs are going to start playing here in a moment. What is this? Oh, there we are. It's been a busy summer. You can say that again. It has been a busy summer. And, it's only July, so we still have another 6 weeks of summer before school season? Okay, so envelopes. I needed, and I'm just going to make a heart here. I'm going to use my shapes and find a heart shape. Heart shape, heart shape, heart shape. And let's just make it a line. There we go. I had a project that I needed to do, a client digitizing project that used a heart shape and filled it with lettering. Uh, I love you. Okay, so that wasn't the exact lettering. Let's make this something pretty. No, we want something bold. Need to bring the letters closer together. There, that looks good. All right. So I needed to put this in a word shape, in the shape of this heart. So I went to my software I enlarge the word. And the first thing that came up when I was doing my research was to use the lettering art. So I opened up the lettering art, and it had all these shapes in here, but none of them was a heart shape. And I thought, that's okay, this one's close. Let's see what we can do with it. So this is it's kind of a wedge. So I went into my reshape tool and I brought this down and I brought this up, and then I wanted to insert a curve here. I couldn't. It wouldn't let me insert a curve. All right, so that didn't work. So I went over here to envelopes, and that's also under the edit. Was it the edit or the view? Or maybe it was the design. I know. Paste, select all, reverse type. Oh, envelope. So there's underneath the edit at the very bottom is your envelope settings. And in Wilcom, there are 4 settings. There's bridge, permanent, perspective, and diamond. I tried them all. Diamond, let me do this. But again, I couldn't add. Lots of robocalls these days. I couldn't add a curve node to bring these 2 sides up. So I went back and picked up the pennant. Sorry. And again, it allowed me to bring this up and this over some. But again, I could not add any nodes. I couldn't add any nodes for any of these. Just that looked terrible, didn't it? So I did send off a ticket to Wilcom suggesting that they create a way to do a freestyle envelope, meaning that, just like creating that heart, I could put the nodes where I wanted them. Oh, come on. X. Oh, you're going to take me all the way back? There we go. That I could create, that I could, put the nodes where I want. So I could create this shape or any other shape. So, I am a multi-user, a multi software user. So I went over to Embrilliance. Embrilliance also has an envelope feature. Now, we're going to create a shape. We're going to create, do we have round shapes? So what do we have here? Yeah, I need to create a heart. Sorry, I'm always using my tablet pen, and it doesn't react well with Embrilliance. So, this is going to be the oddest shape. All right, it's a shape. It's a shape. Let go. Oh, and I just lost it. Oh, I'm terrible. All right. Shape, shape. I keep forgetting that a right click in Embrilliance is I know I didn't finish that sentence. Sorry. Okay. We now have a shape. Okay. Now, let's go to the digitizing. And I believe you only need Stitch Artist 1. And we're going to add our word. We're just going to make this one simple. Shape. And we'll pick our font. Shape. All right. So if we select our word, good morning, Diane. We can go to this library function here. And in the drop-down menu, there are several different things that you can do. Here we have envelopes. They have pre-shaped envelopes. Well, they don't have my shape. They do have a heart. And there it is. Let's see if we can move this over. They do have a heart. That's kind of nice. Wasn't exactly the shape of the heart I needed, but it was a heart. But here's something that Embrilliance can do. Let's take this out of the way over here. If I create a shape in Embrilliance, I can redirect this shape from being a line, which is the line that we drew. If I double click on it and type the word envelope, and as Lisa Shaw says, you have to spell it correctly, otherwise it doesn't know what you're talking about. Press my enter and highlight my word. Do, do, do. All right. You know how for me everything works yesterday, but now I can't get it? Let's just start over. Get rid of that. We're going to select our envelope now that we have it. Then we're going to select our lettering. Hey, Joanne. And we're going to say shape. Oh, sorry. That's not what we want. I don't know what I did. I hit a bunch of buttons. There we go. Let's get rid of this one. Go back to this one. Type the word shape. All right. Lisa, where are you when I need you? All right. We're going to try this one more time. Here's our shape. Make it smaller. Gonna move our screen over. We're gonna get rid of this one. That's not what we wanted to get rid of. All right. EN. Let's just double type that again, just in case. Because remember I said it has to be spelled correctly. Select. Somebody's outside. Every time they hear this little beep. Okay, sorry, getting a little frustrated here. Um, it works. It really does. If you know what you're doing, which obviously I don't. Barb wants to know. Barb wants to know if we can take that pre-made envelope. Remember, I had the heart, and move the nodes of the line to where I needed it to work. Well, let's find out. Can't hurt, right? Move this whole thing over. And highlight the line and good morning, Pam. Brother's doing fine. Thank you very much. His surgery went as expected. Um, for those of you who don't know, my brother had a very serious surgery. Uh, gosh, just gosh, it's been about 3-4 weeks, um, and recovery is going well. There is some after things that are happening, but overall, he's doing well. All right. It is not letting me edit this line. Probably because it's an envelope. What if we change it to line? I cannot change it. It will not edit. Let's go back up here to hours. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, sorry, had to take that down. Good morning, Linda. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate it. And I know I've mentioned this before, but without all of your support, um, I don't think we would be where we are. Thank you very much. Drag the nodes to change the shape. Right click on them. Right, exactly. Right click. Right click is only giving me a copy and paste. It is not allowing me. I was Googling the issue. Byron's so smart. But it is not letting me change the line. Oh, I think I got it. Maybe. Okay, let's try this again, Barb. because you know what I didn't do? I did not have it in digitizing. I did not have it in Stitch Artist. So now I can move the lines. All right. All right, people. Lisa Shaw. Lisa Shaw is a very good instructor. She has a YouTube channel that will show you how to do envelopes. And I swear yesterday it worked. But okay, let's just say you don't have in Brilliant. You don't have Stitch Artist 1. Where is Eric when you need him? I know. Eric! Um, Stitch Artist 1, you can create your own envelopes. And it will work if you follow the Brilliance instruction. But what if you don't have in Brilliance? What can you do? What if you want to use your Wilcom software, but it does not allow you to do word shape? Well, I know this is going to sound like the long way, but it's what we're going to do. We're going to create an outline of our shape. In this case, I used a heart. You can use whatever shape you want. You're going to just make a shape. And then inside that shape, you're going to type your text. You're going to expand your text left to right. Barb wants to know if you can do a combine type. I'm not quite sure I know what you're talking about. But again, you're going to expand your text left to right to fill your shape. Then you're going to break your letters apart. You're going to take your first shape and you're going to draw it up and down. Now, we want this leg to come down. Let's go ahead and break that up one more time. And then we can bring this leg down. What you're doing is just manually filling your shape. Go to your next letter, bring it up. Come on, let me have it. Bring it down. And you're just moving your nodes to where you need them. Now, obviously, this satin is going to be way too wide to do anything with. So ultimately, that will have to be changed to a tatami stitch. But this, I know, it seems like a lot of work, but Erich Campbell will be the first one to tell you that all of these extra functions that you have in your software, those are gravy. All of this can be done manually. A whole lot more work, but it can be done. What do we want to do with this? We want to make it... Do we want to fill up these points? That E looks a bit shaky, doesn't it? How do we want to work this R? You know, this is just rough. We're not going for perfection here. We're going for idea. Then once that's done, you can get rid of your shape line. And now you've created a word envelope. Like I said, I did put in a ticket with Wilcom to allow for freestyle. Ah, yes, I did. Would you like to see? Okay. Barb Barb's great at Google. She said, per Google, to fit text completely inside a custom shape using envelope distortion tool in Wilcom Embroidery Studio, you need to use the reshape object tool to modify the boundaries of the envelope manually. Okay, so let's take this, we'll move it off screen a little way. Oh no, we need to keep that because that's where our heart shape is. Okay, so we're going to pick an envelope. We're going to pick diamond. You would think diamond would be close, right? Because you can go like this. You can go like this. This can come up here. Reshape tool, right? Reshape tool right here. The reshape selected mode specify specific objects, edit the stitch angles, adjust the entry and exit, right click for settings. Right click. Right click. If I select a node and hit spacebar, it's supposed to toggle between straight and curve. Spacebar. No toggle. So yeah, I've tried that. I think something has changed in the software that maybe didn't get updated in the manual. Or Barb, if you try it, let me know if you can change your shapes. All right. So here's what I want to do. I am going to find a link for you guys. Hold on. Because I feel terrible about not making the Embrilliance envelope work. So, where'd it go? Embrilliance. Envelopes. Envelopes. There it is. And copy the link. Come back over here. Paste. Enter. Reduce the size. And let's see if this will help. It's 6 years old. It's only 13 minutes. But this is the video that I used. Here, let me get you a better picture. Sorry, I lost my my snippet tool. It's hovering between two monitors. So I have to pull it back down again. And we're going to do new. There you go. Envelope lettering with Embrilliance. I will, Barb. Barb wants to know if I can add that link to my description in the description below the video. And I certainly will. Let's see if I missed anything. All right, I think we got it. Okay, with that being said, and again, my apologies for not being able to get this to work in Embrilliance. I'm very strong in Wilcom, but because I don't use Embrilliance every day, I don't always have the exact technique to do it. But this video here, Lisa makes it so easy. You'll have no trouble. If you're using Embrilliance, this is a very good video on envelopes. And again, in Wilcom, if the shape we want to create is not part of the Wilcom family, if the shape we want is not part of the Wilcom family, you can manually create your shape. A little bit more work, but it can be done. Here. I'm not a big fan of split satins. There we go. That makes me feel better. All right. And you're right, Barb. Digitizing is a process, and she does have Embrilliance, so she's going to play with that a little bit. Thank you, Barb. All right, everybody. That's all I've got today. What is it? Next week? Next week is the 18th. Anything specially happening next week? If there's a question you have or a subject you want to cover, just drop me a note and we'll take care of it. In the meantime, I guess it'd be nice if I actually, popped up in here. You're welcome, Jesse. In the meantime, you guys all have a great weekend and have an even better week. All right, then. We're going to say goodbye and goodbye.
Fun? Do you have more questions? Do you want to learn something new? Join me at quicktostitch.com for coffee and conversation, and we'll talk about it. Embroidery machines, designs, and business. Hope to see you soon. Bye now.